Progressives. This lesson is on progressives, in particular, the present participle, el participio presente, otherwise known as the gerund, el gerundio, the ing form of the verb. So if you're going to say walking, talking, speaking, that's going to be a present participle, that ing, or a gerund. We're going to refer to it as the present participle. We will also look at many irregular present participles because, of course, in Spanish you have to have regular and irregular just to complicate your life. In English, ing is the ending for the present participle. In Spanish, if it's an AR verb, it's going to be ando. Ando is ing. So let's look at three verbs: to study, to begin, and to chat. How do we make them studying, starting, and chatting? Well, you're going to add ando at the end. You'll take off that AR. You'll add ando. Estudiando is studying. Empezar becomes empezando. Encharlar, charlando. That's the formation of the ing, the present participle in Spanish. ER verbs, however, will not have ando, but rather yendo. Contener, prometer, and defender. If you want to say containing, promising, and defending, you are going to say conteniendo, prometiendo, and defendiendo. You have just now formed the present participle in Spanish. IR verbs also share that yendo form. Asistir, vivir, and dividir are the infinitives. If you want to put them in the present participles of attending, living, and dividing, you would say asistiendo, viviendo, and dividiendo. In English, let's look at some more examples of present participles. The infinitive verb would be to walk, to trip, to grow, to do, to go, to say, and to put. Let's take it from the infinitive and put it in the present participle. El participio presente. I am walking, tripping, growing, doing, going, saying, and putting. Those are now the present participles. And notice that they go along with I am, or you are, or she is. So we're going to have estar right before the present participle. Let's look at some more present participles, in particular the irregular ones. Morir and dormir are two that fit this category of O to U. They're the only two in the category. Instead of moriendo and durmiendo, dying and sleeping, which is what they should be, it becomes muriendo and durmiendo. So in this category, you just need to know dormir and morir. As you know already, these two typically find themselves in a category just by themselves, and this is no different. I to Y, let's look at this. Leer, creer, construir, destruir, caer, creer, and mear are some infinitives. Let's look at the present participles of these verbs. Leyendo, creyendo, construyendo, destruyendo, cayendo, creando, and meando. If these were regular, this is what they would look like. They are not regular, however. These I's are going to go to Y's. Why is that? Well, if you have a vowel right before the ending of an ER or an IR verb, the I will change to a Y. So E at leer, creer, construir, destruir, and caer, notice those are ER and IR verbs, and they have a vowel right before the ending. In that case, that I is going to go to a Y. Leyendo becomes leyendo. It's just easier to say. Leyendo, creyendo, construyendo, destruyendo, and cayendo. Notice, however, if there's a vowel right before an AR verb, it just stays the same. You do not need to add a Y. It stays creando and meando. No change. So it's only if there's a vowel directly before the ER or the IR that I will change to a Y. There are a couple of verbs in this category where the E will become an I. The infinitives, pedir, servir, decir, competir, concebir, reír, and freír, become the present participles, pidiendo, serviendo, diciendo, competiendo, concebiendo, reyendo, and freyendo. It's hard for me to say it wrong like this, so let's look at how it should be. These verbs all have an E in the stem, and for whatever reason, when we do the present participle, it's going to change to an I. So pidiendo is actually pidiendo, ordering or asking for. Sirviendo, serving. Diciendo, saying. Compitiendo, competing. And concibiendo, conceiving. Now, reír and freír are a little bit different. Instead of adding a Y here or adding an I, they just simply drop the E out. Laughing becomes riendo, and frying becomes friendo. So these are a little bit different even within this category. Let's look at some práctica. I said earlier that we're going to use the verb estar right before these present participles. So you're going to use estar plus a present participle. I am walking. You are tripping. She is sleeping. We are building. Y'all are saying. And they are laughing. Let's put these into Spanish. Estoy caminando. Estás tropezando. Está durmiendo. Estamos construyendo. Estáis diciendo. And están riendo. We always have to have a star in front. And then we'll add the present participle to that verb afterward. Estoy caminando. Let's review quickly with the irregular present participles. We have morir and dormir become muriendo, durmiendo. If there's a vowel right before an ER or an IR, it's going to be a Y. Leyendo, creyendo, destruyendo. But if it's before an AR, there's no change. Creando. There are several that are going to change from the E to an I. Pidiendo, sirviendo, diciendo, compitiendo, and concibiendo. And then reír, freír, sonreír are going to just be riendo, friendo, sonriendo. Those are the progressive present participles and the several irregular forms that they come in.